everyone. A very good evening to all of you. Let's wait for a couple of minutes, let everybody join in, and then we can quickly start. Hello, Ishwarya. Good evening. Guys, can you please confirm if I'm audible to you?
Yes, you are audible.
Awesome. Let's wait for a couple of minutes and we'll see.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I believe we are good to start. Yes, Kabir, we will be sharing the YouTube link with you guys. Stay tuned for that. And I see very less people joining in today, but that's not going to take our enthusiasm away. It's always better than quality than quantity. So yeah, I believe Aishwarya, we are good to start.
Fine.
You guys?
Am I audible? Yes. We can
Yes,
get
I can
started.
hear you. Yep. All right. Let me know once it is visible to you.
Yes.
Is it? Awesome. So, a very good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for joining in. Today, we are having the part 4 of the series Automation Assembly. We I am going to start my introduction. My name is Payalongani. I'm a marketing champion of class 2021. I am 7x Salesforce certified, working as a senior analyst in Accenture. I am a Trailhead mentor, a J2S speaker, and J2S mentor. I am a co-founder of Salesforce Marketers Group Ajmer, India. I have my co-founder with me, Anurag. I believe Anurag has not joined in yet, but yeah, Anurag is a managing director at Trailblaze X, and he's a co-founder of Marketers Group Ajmer. He's also a marketing champion and 8x Salesforce certified. You guys can connect with us over LinkedIn and Twitter, and we'll be very happy to help you. If you guys want the access of our in-person group Ajmer, just to let me know, and we'll be adding you there as well. As today is the part 4 and we have mostly covered marketing and data cloud side of it, we will be continuing part 3 of uh, the series, in which yesterday we saw Aishwarya showed us a couple of implementations. So yeah, over to you, Aishwarya.
Yeah. Thank you, Payal. Let me share my screen and please do confirm once it's visible.
Sure. Guys, keep posting your questions or any doubts you have, no matter if it is a very small doubt, we will be happy to answer that. And yeah, awesome. We can see your screen.
Okay, great. So, hello everyone. Welcome back. And if you're starting today in this session, we have covered a lot of topics, all basic topics related to marketing cloud growth edition. Advanced is helping us in enforce related implementation. And Payal mentioned, all these are recorded and it is also YouTube. And I'll be also showing on the screen, and Payal will also be dropping YouTube URL in the chat. If you have missed any previous sessions, you can go through those videos. And please do share the community, like wherever you are. Please do share in your community, join these type of sessions. Um, yep. My introduction. I'm Aishwarya, working as solution architect in entity. I have a website by name SFMC Stories, where I'm covering topics related to marketing cloud engagement, and future plan is to cover topics related to edition, advanced edition, and some related topics on agents and agent force on marketing cloud. And I'm also an agent blazer innovator with 6 times Salesforce certified. And these are my social handles like LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. And on YouTube, I have started recently where I'm posting videos related to Marketing Cloud Growth Edition. If you are interested to learn, and again, it's a very long duration, maybe like I have planned for 6 months. If you are interested, please do subscribe, and you will get a notification related to the videos which I post. And a huge our sponsors, like series technology partner is Trailblazers X. And here is the URL, and email details provided over here. Um, and this is swag partner is low provided. And a huge thanks again to the sponsors. Housekeeping things: sessions are being recorded. And if you have any questions, please do drop and let's discuss by end of the session. And here are some of the LinkedIn details provided. At the bottom you can see YouTube channel link, which you can go and subscribe, so you can get updates related to marketing cloud related sessions happening in the Ajmer group. Quick recap what we covered in last 3 days. Starting with day one, we started with artificial intelligence and types of AI capabilities, then terminologies to remember and how artificial intelligence works, then evolution of agents. Day two, we covered brain behind agent force, that is Atlas reasoning engine, then five attributes of an agent, then overview of studio, and creation of agent. Then on day three, we discussed about introduction to data cloud and how it is supporting marketing cloud and the basic difference between data cloud and CTP, and how data cloud works, data cloud architecture, data stream structure, and a little bit of solution. And again, there were few things pending yesterday. That is data graph related demo and consent basics related demo. But however, we covered segmentation related demo yesterday itself. Then data cloud on agent force. That is how data cloud is helping agent force in giving response at the right time. All right. So today's topic, we'll start with left yesterday, and after that we are going to start with discussion on campaigns, flows, and what is campaign flow. Again, all three are different definitions or different topics here. Then campaign creation, then campaign anatomy in marketing. As we are not used to this flow builder or flow related concept earlier. So I'll be giving just high level information or a basic idea what this flow will look like, and how you can relate this to engagement program and builder related concepts. Then finally we'll wrap with quiz and Q&A. All right. So this is session plan for where we have basics on campaign, basics on flows, and relationship with the journey builder and engagement program, as I said earlier. And I already gave you a recap on day one, day three, what we have covered. And we are left with one more day, that is day five, where we'll be covering launching your AI powered marketing campaign. So, whatever we have covered so far, it is like a prerequisite or the implementation steps that we are supposed to follow when we are working. Okay, so as I told, I'll jump back into platform where we left yesterday, and we will discuss about the pending things, and then later we'll come back here. Okay. Uh, okay. Hope my visible. It's still loading, but hope this page is visible. We did discuss about segment. Today we'll be discussing about data graph, and there are different names for this data graph, like usually in marketing cloud growth edition related discussion, you might have come across names like personalization, then cross object merge fields. That is also a name that you can use when you are speaking about data graph. But the feature that we are going to look today is data graph. But using data graph, you can bring in personalization within marketing cloud growth edition, and also that is also termed as cross object merge field. And I'll also, while explaining, I'll also tell you why it is cross object merge field. And just a quick recap, what is merge field? Like if you are from Pardot or account engagement background, then you know what is merge field. But if you are from engagement background, it would be like a different term for you. It is more or less like a personalization string, and also you can relate it to a variable that you are pulling from an AMP script variable declaration that you have done. So that is what merge field is in Marketing Cloud Growth Edition. Okay, so first we'll get into Data Cloud. This is App Launcher where you can search Data Cloud. And on, I think, yesterday's session, we did discuss how to enable Data Cloud and how to install data kits. And part of data kits, whatever you are going to get, all those things we discussed yesterday. So once that is done, then you are going to come here. There are like couple of steps that you need to follow. First is setting up data cloud. Then you need to give before setting up data cloud, you need to provide proper permission set into data cloud, and then you're going to start setting up few things here, maybe like an identity resolution, then the person to discuss now. All these things you are going to set it up in data cloud. So in this data cloud, this is how the UI will look like, and you don't see data graph over here, but you will see that in more section. Yeah. So graph is a feature within data cloud, but you are going to link this data graph to marketing cloud growth edition section for personalization. Okay, so this one you can consider like a master data extension, or maybe a master list, using which you are going to configure link multiple fields and multiple data points, objects, everything together, and bring one unified profile out of it. But you are not doing anything here. You have created a unify using identity resolution. If you remember yesterday, we were doing some segmentation on birthday as born in the month of July. We did search related to that, and we got some 7 records, I believe. So today, using that unified individual, what we can do, that is what we are looking here. And in this data graphs, marketing content personalization is what is already created. You can create any other data graph also, but for the purpose of demo, and also as we have lot of demo for today, so I thought of uh, prior hand itself. So you have two options here. When you click on new button, start from scratch or user data kit. If you have installed a data kit with the data, use that, or else you can start from scratch. And for people joining today, what is data kit? It's a package where you can see a few things already, like and again there is an option like standard data graph, real time data graph. If you from last 3 days, if you use real time to consume more consumption or more credits, so it's better you go standard data graph. That's a best practice also recommended Salesforce. So you can go with standard data graph, and you are going to give a couple of names. Again, it's like a business unit. Whatever you are going to configure. If you have not configured, give a name to it, and then a primary object. So again, as we discussed yesterday, we can work on all these different types of objects available. uh, but it's always better to go with individual object or account object or contact object, whichever you are going to use for application purpose. And just to relate this particular data graph concept to marketing cloud systems, this is more or less like an data designer, where we are going to connect to the contact key. Like I have contact ID already available. I'm going to bring in different data extent. I'm going to map it to contact key. So that is what we are going to do here. You already have an unified individual generated, and you might be store. You might have stored that particular unified individual in one particular. You will see some references to it. It's more or less like joining different tables. You can connect this to SQL call also, how you are going to join tables together like that, but it is visually visible. Like you're not going to do any coding here. Everything is like drag and drop, click of a button, you're going to configure. So this is a primary data model object you're going to select, and then API name. Don't anything within this UI or maybe within Salesforce. Don't make any alteration to API name. Please keep it as it is. It's okay if you leave it blank also. Sometimes there will be issues that it is not going to be connected properly, and you will get some issues, but it will be not straightforward enough to fix it, but you will face some challenges. So that's where don't give any names for API. It's okay if you leave blank. However, this API names will be useful only if you are using a MuleSoft or maybe a direct API connectors in any of the external application. Then description, just a one-liner practice to give one-line description to make others understand why you have created this particular section. And this is it. And once done, you're going to just review it and save it. But I'm not to use this particular new data graph. I'll use the existing one. And once you create it, it will be blank. You will see only the initial primary data model what you have selected. So for me, the primary data model was this one, unified individual MKT, which is marketing. That was the primary data model object. So on top of it, you can just go and increase as many number of data points that you want to include. Okay, so I'll again to that data graph main section, and I'll show you like how it will. Okay, it's okay. Like we'll create one simple one really quick, just to show you how the beginning blank data graph will look like. See, it auto populated. I did not give any name here. I'm selecting account. Usually it's a what to say unified individual that you need to select. See, you will see some plus whatever you need to connect to account object you're going to select over here, but I don't want to create something here. I'll go back to the one which I have audited. So initially this particular data graph was also looking like the previous one which I showed. It was only having unified individual MKT, but this is already published or this is already enabled, so you don't see an edit option here. All these things are grayed out. Just an UI related things, what you see here is DMO. As I said yesterday, DMO is very important for marketing cloud related configurations when we think of data cloud. All these things, whatever you are seeing on the left hand side is DMO, that is data model object. And these fields, whatever you see, is to that particular data which you have selected here, the blue color one. And if you go to the next one, you'll see different set of fields. And if you want to add some filters, again you can add some filters over here. On what basis you want to see like filtration, those things you can do it here. Okay, again you can bring in millions of data points here. This is again a new introduction by Salesforce, recently introduced. And when we go to view properties, whatever we just now saw, like for a new data graph, that is what is visible here. And then preview is like whatever you just now see, like that is in a JSON format. Okay, and this is like kind of you don't actual records here. You will see something like a text format in the JSON, but if you have customer details, you will see those within that. Okay, now coming back to this section, because I wanted to edit it. Okay, see, as soon as I click edit, I'm getting this plus icon. So I just can click on plus, and I can see this. This is the latest one. I can use this latest option, or I can go and change this particular primary data model object to. Okay, let's leave it like this. But if I want to add any other things, like say, if I'm going with individual object, I can see other things like which is not listed here is also some of the things, some of the objects I can see over here, like prospect and all I have not brought up here, and then floor and all these things are not part of this particular um, a data graph. But you, if you want, you can add that as well. See how it is linked from individual marketing. You are seeing this is again the main individual marketing, but it's a link one. What it is doing, it is linking the individual object with individual object. So that is where this link, this is again automatically created behind the scenes. Then for subscription consent, which we'll discuss in quite some time. Then account object, contact point email, contact point phone, email engagement, message engagement. As we'll be working on email related things, it's better to include all these things. And if you want to see something like open data, click data, all these things you'll see here in email engagement and message engagement related things. And if you want to do something on market segment, again you can go to this section, some of the fields here, whichever you those boxes, and you can make use of those fields. And what it is going to do, it's more or less like you are having these many types of data extension. I'm just relating it to marketing cloud engagement. Say you have these many types of data extension, you have in that data extension, and in those fields to your email, like maybe via AMP or maybe like a dynamic content. In that case, you are going to bring the particular field. It can be first name, it can be like order number or a credit card details. All these things you are going to bring in. Similar kind of concept here as well. Instead of data extension, this is a DMO, that is data model object, and all the related fields are available here. Whichever you want, you are going to check those boxes and click on save and build. Once this is done, your data graph is ready, and you can use this data graph while working on the email campaign for segmentation purpose. But work is not done here. This is the data cloud part of the thing that we completed now. But we need to go and configure the same unified individual in our marketing section as well. So we'll go to setup. I'll search marketing cloud. Okay, reporting and optimization, and then customer engagement. Here you have option like configure basic personalization is related to data graph. Uh, and one particular instance can support only one person or one unified individual related data graph. So whatever you are choosing here will be considered as your source of truth. So that's going to use unified visual as your primary data model object when you are configuring data graph. So here I've already selected that organization. So I'll quickly go to content. Okay, we'll go to campaign. These are some pre-works that I have done, but again, we will have a proper discussion on these setups, everything in maybe in today's session if possible, or maybe tomorrow. Okay, so this is a content builder, like where you can store your emails, images, similar to what you were doing in content builder and marketing cloud engagement. But the UI will look like more or less like an Force UI. And again, if you are from account engagement background, you might have seen this type of UI already in the Lightning, or maybe in the enhanced version of it. Okay, so here, let me see. Okay, this is a default version. So here we have dynamic content, and you can actually see like this is the default version. And what I'm here, this is a birthday campaign, and it's manually created campaign. But you can also use Agent Force to create a campaign, because maybe today or tomorrow. Okay, so uh, the basic one will not have birthday related things. It will just show you June highlights here, and it will just show you these things. Whereas the birthday related things are available here. Okay, so if I go and select another one, actually just ignore this one. This one should have been removed, but I forgot to remove. Let me quickly remove. Just click a delete button and it will be removed. Okay, so this particular version, June, and this particular June high, maybe I deleted a wrong one. I believe so. Okay, fine. Let's only see this image for now. Give you this June highlights here, and an image, sunflower image. That is the default version. And if I use this one, non-celebrant priority one, I'm going to see this particular image. That is a cake kind of image. Okay, but when you're configuring this, it's very much important to have something set up as sections. Okay, these sections are layouts. Again, if you Ardot or marketing background, you might have seen layouts in your email design. So that is called as sections here, and you will see all type of layout available here. You can customize them, column layout, how many columns you want, all those things you can customize over here. And stack columns on a mobile. Again, you have this desktop view where you can see mobile and desktop version. And this particular section is very much in new variation, and this is not nestable. Within this, if I say, I have kept June within one section, and I have kept this particular thing in one more section, then this is visible, or you can make some dynamicity out of it. But if you're keeping both of the things in within one particular section, then you are going to draft it in such a way. And yeah, that is also a good practice to do. But just to show you the difference, I have just made it in blocks over here. So whenever June is coming up, you can also show this June birthday celebrant headline and the image together. And but still the problem is dynamicity. Regular section should have only maybe you can combine them together, but it should be in a section manner. Like what I am saying is, I have a logo, maybe a company logo, and maybe I need to add some different color logo for some different set of audience. Maybe for partners I have a different logo. In that case, I'll be adding a different logo there. So in that case, I need to keep it in a separate sections. And if you're keeping it in same section, that will be considered as only one rule. That is what I'm saying. See, this is now blank, and you can go and select this new variable, the dynamic content. So you are seeing this particular section like default, and one more version of it. Okay, how to work on this. It will take some time. You will see a pop-up. Okay, these are two things which I have already created, but you can use the existing ones, or if you want to create new one, you can go and create. Just give a name for it and add some condition to it. Okay, it can be any kind of condition, like people celebrating birthday today. Just if you have a resource, those would be like a direct and related attribute. I think we discussed yesterday in the segment section. Direct attribute will be like a unified individual, only one single record for that, and also birthday date kind of thing, which is only a single record for that. Whereas related attribute, an email address where I have two different, and where I have two different things, purchase related information, order information, those things can be considered as an attribute. Based on the segment, see, if I want to do something with birth date, or maybe first name related, salutation related, all these things I can do here. Let me just check this birth date, and is today is between last number of days has value. And when we use birth date, it's like an anniversary of, it's not with date, it is actually anniversary of. That is what we use in data cloud, and that is what followed here in marketing cloud growth edition as well. So has value, let's keep has value and click on save. So this particular rule will be created automatically. But what I have done in the previous rule, like for this particular June birthdays, which doesn't have a value, so non-celebrants will get a different version, and celebrations will get a different version. Okay, so that is what I have done earlier. But again, there is quite confusion. We'll clear it up tomorrow, where we'll be working on this particular email setup starting from scratch. Okay, so I think, hope you got some idea on personalization, and that is dynamic things. And you can also use one more section here for data graph. So when you're say just entire line is an headline, and you can see some bracket kind of thing, that is a merge field. And if you go and click on merge field, and wherever you want to place your dynamic content, you're going to click on it, click in that particular section, and then you're going to choose your merge field here. If it is a sender name, recipient name, all these things you're going to do over here. Again, click a button. Okay, but if I want to select the data graph, I have this option, select data graph, and choose the primary object whichever you have already created. Then maybe if you want to display a first name, you just click on it, and then give maybe a default text. Someone asked me yesterday whether we can give default text like valued customer. Yes, this is where you are going to give that default text. If person doesn't have first name, then that valued customer will be displayed. I just click on this. See, this is how it will be visible. And that is personalization will be used in Marketing Cloud Growth Edition and Advanced Edition. Both has this feature, personalization, and that is powered by. Okay, so this is one concept that was left yesterday, and more quickly I'll cover is so that is also within Marketing Cloud. So we'll quickly go to Marketing Cloud, and maybe I feel we'll just cover everything in this um, instance itself before going into PPT. Okay, for consent related things, you should come here, and like you will be already having marketing set, everything license, everything available. So you will see this particular tab within marketing instance. So if you come here, you will see consent imports and preference pages related things. And this is where you are going to import your data. And again, you can also connect this data directly in where you have some fields. Maybe you can set some and bring in data from some external system where you have opt-in, opt-out details, and connect that directly to a data graph or maybe an union and use that data automatically. But this consent import is also part of data cloud. Whatever you're storing here will also be available within data cloud. If you remember, we discussed about consent subscription model in data cloud, channel type related. All these things will be available within data cloud. You can go and navigate in data cloud, have something known as data explorer. In data explorer, you can search for this particular I think it's a DLO, where you can search, I think it's DMO, where you can search consent subscription related things. And what you're going to do here, it's a CSV file, and in that CSV file, it's important that you're going to follow some instructions, like there should be a genuine email address. Don't give any random email addresses as such. And also date, whatever date format you are using while setting up the account, same date format needs to be used. And those two fields are very much important, like consent related date and an email address. Again, whether it is an opt-in, opt-out, again, if you want to include those type of details also, you can include. But basically, two fields is enough. Like a required field is the or the sorry, not fields, like columns. Two columns is enough in a CSV file. And you're going to prepare that and use that here. And when you click on import, it will ask you a couple of things, like whether you are importing for an whether the file which you are going to upload, whether it is an opt-in one or an opt. Based on that, you to assign your details accordingly to opt-in and opt-out details. Okay, and email and SMS is having different things, and I haven't configured WhatsApp yet. So WhatsApp is a feature available for advanced edition. So basic setup is same for both advanced edition. Vary accordingly based on your business need. If you want to use advanced edition, again, there is a different pricing for that as well. Just those add-ons. Yes, email, and then communication subscription. Only once you select this one will be communication subscription will be enabled. And as of now, subscription is only marketing available. You can add as many subscription related, like marketing related or product offers or anything as such, or like a partner related communication. All those things you can add it in a different section. I'll show you in a minute. Then if you opt in, it will ask you to upload the file, and you're going to upload the file. And then that will be auto created here, and that will be mapped to your database. The next section is preference page, and this is again a default preference page that you're going to see, but you can also and map them according to your benefit. But that is a custom option that you're going to do. And if you want to unsubscribe all these things will be mapped. Option, whatever we just now saw, same marketing subscription option is available here. And you have this new section where you can add your apart from marketing, if you want to add anything else, you can add it over here. And all these pages you can see from here. If you want to edit a form, it's not properly working now, but um, you can edit from here also. But if you are customizing, it's better to create a landing page and then prepare a workaround for it and then connect it to opt-in opt-out statuses. All right, so this is on consent management and personalization. So now let's move on to campaign. Um, in campaign, whatever we'll be doing today, maybe we'll discuss about manual things, and parallel, if time permits, we'll also go and create some campaign with the help of agent force. Um, okay, so what is marketing campaign? That would be the first question. It's if from account engagement background, you might be knowing what is campaign, because you might have used campaign related in account engagement and also in um, what is that Salesforce. Okay, similar type of concept available here as well, and that is again termed as marketing campaign. It's a series of strategic action designed to promote specific business products and goals within a set of time frame. People from marketing cloud engagement might have also come across term known as campaign. This is not an if you have if you know campaign tags, campaign association, that is what we are discussing here as campaign. So if I say campaign, you can create a number of, you can just create a flow for it and create some segmentation for that. All these things happen under if I say re-engagement campaign, whatever emails I have, like touch points, whatever I have part of that re-engagement campaign will be considered as email. That re-engagement is itself all those three emails or four emails combined together, we call that as a campaign, like just to in simple words. Then types of marketing campaign, these are different types of marketing campaigns available. Whether you are from any marketing background, you might have come across these type of background for acquisition, engagement campaign, upsell, cross sell, loyalty, referral. So again, considering like time, so that's where keeping that in mind, I will not go in deep uh, and explain theory things here. We'll go and discuss on the demo part. So, yep. Next one is campaign creation. How campaign creation works in Marketing Cloud on core is like we have three primary components, that is content, segment, and automation. So when I say content, you can think of any of these things like email, SMS, forms, landing page. All these things are considered as content. And then segment, it's very much important that you're going to publish both content and segment if you're working on a flow. uh, if you want to activate that particular content, it's very much important. If you are creating an email, you publish that email. If you are creating a segment, you are going to publish that segment. Only then you can make use of these particular content and segment in your flow automation. So automation related to this campaign creation is flow, and this flow we term it as campaign because we have another standard Salesforce UI that is just flow. Like it is a legacy feature available from a long time in Salesforce UI, where we call that as flow builder, and whatever we are doing within that flow builder is a flow, and whatever we are doing specifically for marketing cloud is campaign flow. And there is you will see some elements or maybe components available within only marketing related flow, not in the general flow. Okay, so what is this campaign flow and campaign flow? Like there are all these three are like quite a different terminologies. So campaign, as we discussed earlier, it's a marketing campaign, means it is specific to marketing purpose. Whatever your out combination of it. All these things can be considered as campaign, and all the related assets. It can be images, PDF files. All these things will be stored in one particular repository, so that will be considered as a campaign. Then flow. This flow is like it's an automated series of action, and for marketers, a flow automates content distribution and marketing task. You can relate this to journey builder or engagement program, where you will see like set of data sources, and maybe flow control related options. All those things is part of the flow. Data, and which is nothing but filtering out of your data, then creating records in Salesforce and sending out messages. All these things happens within flow, and it's nothing but a flow chart representation of what you're planning to do with your emails, or maybe is actually a flow. And campaign flow is again where you are going to relate your campaign with a flow. You can also do when you use campaign flow, that is where you are going to connect campaign. That is, I took an example of re-engagement earlier. So you can bring in re-engagement related flow, re-engagement related journey, I would say, as a flow, and that would be an campaign flow. Okay, just an anatomy of how campaign will look in marketing. That is the marketing cloud on core. As soon as we click on new campaign, this is the view that you are going to see. You are going to give couple of details over there, like whether you are creating a parent campaign or a child campaign, all these, and whether you are creating a partner related campaign. If you are sending out just to your partners, there is an option to create a partner campaign as well. When you're setting up for the first time, it will ask you that question. So if you're selecting it as a or child campaign, if you're choosing a child campaign, you need to link it to a parent campaign. Later you are going to come here, and you will see some sections like a campaign member, flows, then segment, content, and then Einstein schedule or send. So this is related to send time optimization. You can set it up as well, like send time optimization is also a feature within Marketing Cloud. Enable that and use that as well here. So campaign members, it's like lead, contact, account, that will be termed as a campaign member. Again, it's a Salesforce terminology. Like on day one, I believe I told, if you are learning something on Marketing Cloud Growth or Advanced Edition, better start with some basic understanding of Salesforce concepts, more towards then you can learn data cloud related concepts. Again, basic very well work on this growth edition and advanced edition. And so far you might have known, see, the setups are very easy. You're just going to configure. There are like steps, there are certain instructions that you're going to follow and set it up really quick. So when we say campaign member, this is like a sense, like when someone wants to register for a webinar, and if you want to assign them to an campaign, those people will be considered as a campaign member. And not everyone, whoever is part of target audience, will be considered as a campaign member. It happens, or like it may or may not. So campaign member, such a type of audience like lead, contact, or account, these type of details you can bring in here in campaign members, and that will be linked to your Salesforce data. Then flows, as we discussed in the previous slide, campaign flow. This flow, whatever you are seeing, it is a marketing related flow, and you will see certain elements applicable only to this particular flow, which is not applicable in a standard flow. Then content, whatever email you're going to generate for your sending purpose, that is the content that you will see here. Then the segment, then flows, and then Einstein schedule. So flow just now discussed. Segment we covered yesterday, like where you can segment and create your target audience list. And then Einstein schedule or send. So this covers anatomy in marketing, like campaign anatomy in marketing. And if you are using agent force for this purpose, then you need to use these two topics, like on the dark purple one, like content creation and marketing campaigns. These are the two topics that you are going to include in your agent force section. And if you remember, maybe on day two, we created something similar to this. We already had added content creation and marketing campaigns under topic. And we also have, these are all standard topics and standard actions available. If you want, you can also customize, and if you connect this to connect an agent to marketing cloud engagement or account engagement, these things are also flexible enough, but you're going to do that as a customization option. But by default, for a marketer, these are all the topics and actions available. So for content, if you want your agent to draft a content, you're going to use this particular action, draft content, and you are not going to use that AI is going to it automatically. It is going to work. Atlas reasoning engine is going to help you out in bringing this information automatically. Then draft now saw in the previous slide. So in the previous slide, this is actually completely, you can call that as a campaign brief. So campaign brief for your campaign. Then if you want to save it, again in your prompt, you are going to give all these details very clearly, that draft a campaign, and for what purpose you are creating that particular campaign, and who is your audience you're going to target, and what type of tone you need to use, and what else, certain set of instruction like do's and don'ts. All those things you are going to use in your prompt. uh, be very specific in your prompt what the agent should do, and based on that, these actions will be automatically retrieved by the agent, and it will work accordingly and give you the result. So create a campaign from a brief. You already have a brief, but you need campaign out of it. You are going to use this create a campaign from a brief, but you need to look into the words that you are using. See, campaign brief is different. Create a campaign from a brief. You already have a brief, but you need to create a campaign out of it. So that's quite different. So you need to understand that. So creating a campaign will involve subject line, pre-header, and body copy creation. So that one you are going to do. Then save a campaign. If you want to save a campaign, again you are going to give these things as an instruction or a prompt to your agent. Then summarize a campaign. So maybe last week I sent one particular email, or maybe a campaign. I need to understand what was the context of that particular campaign, and what are all the information I shared in that campaign. Then I can summarize that, and these are the information that I need to include, like flow. Are the things I need actually: flow name, open rate, click rate, all these things. So agent is going to give me those information. So that is on standard topics and actions that you can use part of marketing today. And again, this particular topics and action is going to evolve. As I said in the session, like segmentation, we will get some segments, which is using generative AI, but it's not an agent, but you can things and create a segment. um, and yeah, flow also, we have an Einstein flow, but that is currently I saw it's not much supportive enough to marketing, but maybe sooner in the next releases you will see some updates related to that. Lot of features wherever you Einstein icon or a bot icon, nothing but a generative AI or an agent which will support you on the agent force related things. Okay, then flow for marketers. I'm just thinking whether to get into demo or continue the flow. Okay, let's continue. It's just 2 to 3 slides. So, flow for marketers, again, what we discussed earlier, like a campaign flow. You can see how it is looking like in the um, on the UI side of it, like email for testing, and then there is a split. Again, you can call that like a on the based on the duration, like you can split it across, and then you can also use decision split. And then if you want to send out an SMS, you can use. One note here is like you can use flow only if you are a marketing manager, and your permission set should have marketing manager. Then only you have permission to create or edit flows. And When we see UI, it will be quite different for people coming from marketing and engagement and Pardot background. So that is like journey builder, whatever we see as data source, or maybe um, like activities and flow controls. More or less, few sections are available here also, but the terminology is quite different. And again, you need to start understanding flow builder, basics of flow builder. There are like different types of flows within flow builder. You need to understand where to use and when to use, and based on that, you can create your own flow. And engagement program, if I need to compare this again, you might have seen similar kind of flow in your engagement program or in so for people account engagement background, this adaptability might be quick easier compared to marketing cloud engagement background. But yeah, more or less, it's just a click of a button kind of work. It will be easier enough to understand. So flow for marketers, these are the things that you are going to see. So when we say elements, elements are like maybe whatever things we saw in Journey Builder, like a messaging, SMS, push notification, in-app notification, whatever we see on the left hand side of us. So that is what here called as the activities, whatever we were using, that is actually here called as elements. And you can have wait for amount of time, wait until date, wait until event. Again, same terminology is what we have come across. And one thing to note here is you can also set up in minutes, like wait until time and all. You can set it up in minutes as well. Then create record, and maybe based on some particular email send, you need to send out update one particular record, maybe a lead record or a contact record. All these things you can call. Then interaction related, when we say interaction, based on some email send, there should be an action that needs to be. So that is actually interaction, where you are going to call an action. So again, you are going to set it up. Again, if you know clear cut what you need to do, then you can set it up very easily. Then subflow, it is like maybe this feature is new to all of us. You can there is one particular flow, and if you want to connect to a different flow, then you can use this subflow. There will be an ID, flow ID, which you are going to link and talk together and work accordingly. Maybe if someone exit out of first flow, then join them to the second flow. Those things can happen with the subflow. Then message, send SMS message, all these things, whatever you are seeing as elements, it's not restricted to only these elements and interaction. Additional things on top of flow elements, which are part of Salesforce. And add element, as you can see, this is how this add element UI will look like. And on the left hand side, again, a different view of add elements, like decision split. All this will be similar to this in your UI, marketing UI. Then maybe this is the last slide part for today's session, and we'll jump into campaign related discussion on the demo part. So starting source, whenever you are creating a flow, you have two options, whether it is a form triggered one or a segment triggered one. And we'll be discussing more towards the segment triggered one, not the form one. But you can automatically, there are like couple of emails needs to be sent, like a welcome email. If someone subscribes for my newsletter, I need to welcome them to the brand. I need to send them 3 emails, 4 emails. Those things you can do with form triggered. And parallelly, like if you have a segment, it's nothing but a data extension, just a here data extension or a list that you are using. So if you're doing that, then again, you can make use of segment triggered. Then functional use here is primarily used to send marketing messages, email or SMS. This form triggered is used to map fields and create records based on the form submission. Like as I told, subscription form, if someone is submitting it, then you need to update their records within the database. Then you can use this form. Then how it functions, like requires publishing settings, like it should be activated. Whatever segment you are using, that should be activated. Similarly, all the creating within that particular flow, that should also be created and activated. This does not support messaging elements, but you can run a flow and take actions like creating a record, updating a record, all those things. And flow uses and limitations supports all flow elements and actions available to user building, including marketing flows and the general elements, general Salesforce elements. Then flow elements and actions available to except messaging related. Messaging related, what we saw here, send email message, send SMS message, that is not available in the from triggered one. Then owner of the flow for both of the things, it is runs in context of the user who activated the flow. Give some permissions to others, if at all, if you want that particular permission. Again, there are some instructions for that. Then consideration here, just these things, like each campaign flow has its own flow record that is related to a campaign record. To change campaign that a flow is related to, edit the associated record field on the flow record. Maybe in tomorrow's session you'll get a better idea, because today we'll just see the UI, how it will look like, and maybe the functioning part we'll see in tomorrow's session. Then single campaign can have multiple flows. If you are creating one campaign, automatically one flow will be created, but you can use that same campaign. Within that, you can create multiple flows. That is what this particular statement means. And a flow can have multiple versions, and only one version will be active, more or less like whatever we have seen in the past, like whether it is engagement program or journey builder, you might have seen versions related to it. Same thing here as well, only one version will be active. Then to campaign flows based on sharing settings. That thing again, I would give this as a task for all of you. You can go and check in the help document here. Like these are again, I'll post this in chat. So here you can go and understand this campaign related things and flow related things in detailed manner. And if you want to start your journey on this email setup and all these things, there is a trailhead trail mix available related to that. You can go and like email marketing with Salesforce starter. It's actually a 30-day trial where you can get access to that particular trial org and work on marketing cloud related things in that trial org as well. And that is available in this trial itself. There is a on the right hand corner, you will see one particular section where it is highlighted. There is a start 30-day trial pack available. Okay, now we will jump platform again, and we'll quickly see how a campaign will look like, and then a flow. And in the meantime, any questions in the chat? Okay, feel free to add questions from now on, and I'll be checking the chat very often. Okay, so once you are in marketing section, that is marketing cloud section, you have these many tabs available, and you can come to things. And you can also use agent to create a campaign, which we will discuss tomorrow. Today we have done something manually, so let's start with that. Like see, as you are creating a campaign, it will ask you whether it is a child campaign, parent campaign, or partner led campaign, and there is a short description of it. Based on your need, you can use that. So if I use child campaign, I need to specify what is the campaign name, description, then the parent campaign. So that will be like a hierarchical things that will be linked together. Then campaign you are going to create it for advertisement purpose, email purpose, telemarketing, banner ad, based on your options. So we'll go with email. And start date, again, these are optional for now. If you want, you can date in date, and if you want to keep it active, again, you can check that box. And status, you have different options here. Status, aborted, completed, progress. So it's like maybe starting your campaign for the first time. You are a campaign manager, you are working on this particular campaign, you're giving developer, so in that case it will be in the planning stage, so you can keep your status as planned. Then once your developers start building emails and flows related to that campaign, then it will be in progress. And once that is completed, you can mark the status as completed. And if at all, if your particular campaign is on hold or you're completely aborting this campaign, then you can change the status to aborted. So that is how this will work. And this automatically a campaign will be created for you. That is this is how it will look like. You're going to game, and that name will be visible here, and brief details, then related and campaign members, all these things will be visible here. If you want to link a flow, you're going to do it. There will be a flow created for you, and you can also navigate to flow section and check this flow directly from that but whatever we saw as anatomy of campaign, that is what visible here, where you see flows, then you can also see segment. And okay, so this content is a heart piece for campaign, where you are going to create something, some emails that you are going to send out to your customers. So as you can see, this entire section is looking like a flow for me, or looking like a path for me, where I need to set up something, and then I need to start a trigger, then send out an email message. So you have different options here. Like if you want to send immediate, this is the option that you're going to choose, send now. Or if you're scheduling it for a later time, you can choose it. And is again based on the system, I mean to say, based on the account setting, what you have done. If you have used specific daylight time, it will show Indian time. Start date in start time, sorry, start date and start time, that is the scheduled start date and start time you're going to specify here. And then I have Einstein version of it. So if you enable Einstein, you will see an Einstein button over here. So you can use that send time optimization for sending purpose or scheduling your email. Then start trigger. So based on what you're going to trigger your email, these are some of the options available. You can directly send to your campaign members, or if you want to create a segment or a use existing segment, this is where you can make use of it. And when you are using agent force to do this, you can give that instruction properly, that this is the segment I want to use, this is the content that I want to use. Then automatically your campaign will be created with all those specific details. And very much important, from address and communication. This from address should be an actually active and working from address. And then communication subscription, whatever we saw in the consent management section, that is what visible here in the if I just clear this out, I will see only the market. I don't have any other option. And from address, automatically your from address will be popular, your email address and your use. If you want to change it to a different name, like maybe you might have seen marketing communication, um, like no reply kind of addresses, from addresses. So in that case, you need to configure it as an actual email address, only then that will work here. Then this is the email that we have created already, which we just now saw, part of personalization. Same thing is available here. As soon as you click on edit, it will take you content builder, and where you can specify your subject line, pre-header, all those things. And on the left hand side, you see components, the six: layout and media. Under basics, you have button, divider, heading, HTML, list. All of these things are responsive. Um, so all of these things are responsive enough, but you want to do something with your coding, like if you want to use HTML, you can use. And one good thing here is div will work fine. Div tags are working fine. Div paragraph tags, everything will work fine. But if at all, if you are facing some issues in Litmus or email on asset, then you can fix it accordingly. But if you have that type of client or requirement, then better go with HTML version of your email. Build it on your own. Otherwise, you can use this drag and drop. I believe most of the clients nowadays like this approach rather than going to HTML version. So that is now what to say, old school kind of technique where we'll use HTML. Then layout is, as we saw earlier, it's a section. But if you click on section, it will show you all the different types of layouts available. And then uh, media. But if you want to upload a video, GIF image, all these things you can do. But that will be visible here once you have uploaded. But as of now, I have only image, and I think support is only for image as of today. Then on the right hand side, you will see some sections for settings where you have something like brand settings. So, what type of brand you need to, um, like, sorry, my network is getting stay unstable. Just to turn off my video sometime. What I was saying again, going back to the screen. So here you can see like settings of this email style and a data source. Whatever changes you need to do, like an email background, if you want to add an image for your email background, you can add it over here. And I'll switch back to desktop version. And then like color coding and all, whatever you want to do, you can do it here. And image fit, again you have option here to scale and fit, fill, do. And image position, tile, all these things you can do over here. All these things are click of a button. Then color related things, this is the standard color given. If you want to change, you can change it from the color palette available. And again, you might have seen these type of setup already in both marketing cloud and account engagement, so nothing new here, right? Only the UI perspective, it is quite different. But whatever function wise, whatever we are seeing, we might have seen all these things already in marketing cloud engagement and account engagement. So coming to padding, for each and every content section you have these many options, but except custom, all these things are preset. So if I choose tiny, automatically this top, right, bottom, left will be selected, pre-selected, and you don't have option to edit it. But if you have some custom things, then you can go and update those values. And you have a checkbox. If you want to make every value same, then you can check this box, not required. Okay, so that is the style. Maybe in every section, what whether wherever you are seeing images or text, you will see similar type of styling available. Then alt text, if you are giving an whenever you are uploading an image, automatically it will ask for alt text. So you are going to give an alt text. And then caption for it if you want to. If you are having an merge field, if you want to display that merge field for that caption. So quick, just to show you what this campaign is, you can read this particular I card. And then link URL. So this is a logo, so you should have an URL for this. You can add it, update over here. And if you want to enable Google Analytics tracking, you can enable. And the links will be auto tracked, or maybe auto populated with the proper links. And this targeting rule will work only if you enable this new variation. And whatever we saw earlier in the personalization section, that particular sections will have like rules available. So if I click on this, it should have, when you create a variation, you'll find the targeting rules here I have created. But let's see. um, hmm. So the default version did not have any rules as such. So for this one, this is the rule set, like unified individual MKT, birth date, no value. So if this is met, then this particular image should be displayed. As I said earlier, there is some clumsiness happened in this particular email, but you can set it up accordingly. This is actually a wrong image showing up, but you can set it up accordingly. Nothing, when you're setting up, you're just going to edit it. That's it. No major changes. What you're going to do here in the image section, come here and click on replace, and go and replace the image which you want. So I want this image here and click on add, and these are again repository, and where if you want to add a new image, you're going to give a name, API name, leave it blank, alt text, give a alt text. If you don't want alt text, you can check this box, upload the file which you want to insert, or if you have an URL, you are going to insert that URL, click on save. Automatically your file will be dropped in the repository, and you can fetch that file. And you have some folders also. If you want to maintain a folder structure, always go with this shared with workspace. This is within marketing instance, and then you can use it automatically. And within this shared with workspace also, you can create your own folders. And as of now, that's not created. So okay, we don't have this option now, so we'll just choose the image from here, click on add, and that image will be visible. So now I have default and also this one's same images, so I don't want that to happen, so I'll again go and replace this to June image. Okay, so this content section, now we'll see some um, AI in action. You will see the sparkling button. Again, you can drag and drop things if this is completely blank, but definitely you will not see any of these emails blank. If you are creating it blank, you will create it from the content section, but if you are creating from campaign section, you will not see this blank. There will be some placeholder content for you, so of that placeholder content and edit your sections accordingly. um, but you can see the sparkling section, that is nothing but an agent force related icon, where you can go and give some context, and it will generate a content for you. Okay, so what it is, automatically it is selecting this particular action, draft a paragraph, because this is a paragraph. Okay, so now it will see. I did ask earlier actually, but it's again remembering those things and giving me that particular section again. So let's ask create a paragraph, display exciting offers available in June for people celebrating their birth. Provide some coupon. Also provide a coupon. Okay, it's okay. I think it will understand. Okay, see, this is how it is. And now copy version, I cannot copy this because I did not give that instruction in my prompt. So I am going to tell I cannot copy this, or I don't have option to copy. I don't have option to copy. Please provide copy option. So you'll see a clipboard kind of option available. So you can copy and paste it here. Okay, so that is the agent force in action related. Again, same thing applicable for heading also, and maybe subject line, pre-header, all these things. Whenever you're creating your campaign, you can do that. See, here also you will see an agent force related. Again, if you want to create it from here, you have the sparkling icon, or if you want to use this one, you can also use this particular icon. Both will bring you the same view. Okay, so this is how a campaign will look like. So we'll jump back to flow. Okay, and you need to also specify this unsubscription link, all those things from here. Um, So whenever you are linking one particular section, let me quickly show you that. You have merge field. If you want to add a merge field, you have these options. You have other section. When you click on other, if you want to use view online unsubscribe email preference, again these are default ones, you can use this one. So this will give you redirect URL to this view online unsubscribe and preference center related URL or the content. Okay, and again if you highlight underline something, you can have this link option here and highlight, and then again if you don't want this content altogether, you are going to delete it. And if you want to make a copy duplicate of it, you can duplicate, or if you want to drag it, you can drag it with this option. These are all, again, the option is very minimalistic, but you can make use of it and at least prepare a simple email with this option. And if you have some complex options, then complex email that you need to create, then you can go with the HTML option. However, the background will be same, but you can bring in and create your own layouts, and create your version of it. So that is how this will work, and we'll go back to flow. Maybe we are left with 7 minutes. So any questions in the chat or maybe in Q&A?
Mm, I don't know what to say.
Okay, I don't see any questions.
Yeah, I believe everybody is getting it absolutely.
Okay. Okay, when you click on flow, when you're using agent force to create a campaign, there will be a flow auto created, but this is a manual one, as I've given birthday campaign manual. You're going to create your own flow, and you have different options: emails, sign up form, blank email, blank WhatsApp, message series, all these things. So we'll go with single email for now. Okay, so open flow. If I click on this, it will take me to flow builder, and there will be a single email in that particular section, and the elements whichever we discussed part of presentation, you will see those type of elements here, and you're going to, again, we haven't set a frequency or a segment, and also the birthday campaign whatever we have selected email it's also not published, so that's where you will see some errors here. But we can schedule it. We'll see run once and start on a specific date. We'll keep it like start immediately. And again, if you want, you can also give a segment. But as of now, I'm not giving anything because it's just a UI discussion that we are doing today. Like send email messages, WhatsApp message, forward conversation to a bot or an agent. Then action. See just a quick iCard here. Perform an action outside the flow, like send email or submit for approval. That is what action can do. Then subflow, if you want to connect multiple flows together. Then assignment, again if you want to set some variable values, like there is a lead field available and you need to set some value for it. Again, you can create a variable and then add that value to it. And decision, if you want to set some path, here we have path experiment. Like if you are from marketing cloud engagement background, you might know this path experiment. That is similar to A/B testing, where you can test nearly 10 versions of it. 10 variations you can do in that 10 variations. And you also have loop, like if you want someone to be in the loop, like again and again, if they want to stay and receive the same email after a couple of days, if they have not opened, send the same email again, then you can make use of this loop. Then transformation, if you want to transform some of the data sets, like a new data set from the source data set, if you want to transform something, you can use this transform option. Like if you want to make some changes to your value format, we discussed about proper case yesterday. So similar to that, if you want to do some changes, transform options you can do. Then collection sort, collection filter, again it's a kind of filtering out, reordering items. related, but we'll not use much in marketing world. But based on your requirement, you can use. Then waiting amount of time, waiting until date, waiting until events. We already know these technologies, so I'll not repeat. So create record. I'll just show you create record. There will be a label. You are going to give a label, then an API name, then a short description, and how to set record field values. So if you want to set up a manual value, you're going to select an object, and then what is the value that you're going to give? That is what you're going to use here. Let's say case history, and maybe case history related handle time, to handle that case history, how much time it took, and maybe a value for it. Running flow interview. Again, this is not a right example here, but you can play around with this create record and an email, just create a new record for this particular person. Those things you can do, and you can also create an object and link that project. And if you want to manually assign variables, you can do that and check for matching records if the same type of details already available. Just to ignore duplicates, you can enable this. So these are the things that you can do in flow, and you can save it. And as I said, only one version will be activated at a time, in an active state at a time. And debug is available for testing purpose. For a simulation purpose, you can use debug. And if you want to save this as a new version, you can save. If you want to save this entire section as a new flow, you have the save as new. Yeah, this is on a flow builder, but tomorrow we'll work together as in creating a campaign through Agent Force, and how behind the scenes how Agent Force works and create topics and action. All those things we'll see tomorrow. Before that, we have questions related to quiz. So we'll quickly discuss that and wind this particular session. In the meantime, if you have any question, please do drop it in the chat. Can we create only segment and form triggered flows? Yes, you can. Only segment you can create, and only flows also you can create. Only emails also you can create, and if you want to combine them together, you can combine. Okay, first question: which is the action related to content creation topic? Which is the action? Uh, Again, it's a standard of action available or related to content creation topic. Just a clue, there was only one action available. Okay, I see answer from Kabir. That's correct. Okay, next question. What are three primary components of campaign? Three primary components. We also saw that in demo. Clue here, like answers were like email related, then automation related, flow related. Okay, content segment, automation, schedule segment, and flow. Okay, okay. So the answer is content segment and automation. Fatima was right here. Then can we use same campaign with multiple flows? Can we use same campaign with multiple flows? Yes, answer is correct. Okay, just a tip here. This can be a huge advantage. Why we need to use multiple flows? The reason is like that is a huge advantage for tracking ROI and keeping series of messages associated with their parent campaign. Okay. Okay, this concludes today's session. And if you have any questions, please do drop in the chat, or just reserve those questions. Tomorrow we'll discuss. And tomorrow will be an exciting session, last day of this series, and we'll be discussing about like the final creation of campaign with the agent force, and all those email flows, whatever we saw, the manual creation things, that will be auto created by agent. That is what we'll see tomorrow. And maybe we'll also cover few other topics related to marketing intelligence, if time permits. That's a bonus topic, and that is not part of Marketing Cloud Growth or Advanced Edition. That's altogether a different setup and different topic, but that's related to a marketing related business. So, marketing will again have a glimpse of what is marketing intelligence. With that said, thank you for all of you for joining this session. Please do spread the message to your community, and make others, any of your friends interested to learn. Please do let them know to join this particular session.
Amazing.
Thank you,
Thank you so
everyone.
much, Aishwarya. I see Fatima has asked you one more thing. Elements and interactions are two parts of a flow.
Yes. Yes, it is two parts of a flow. Like elements, actually, that's not properly visible on this particular environment troubleshooting I need to do today. Like on the left hand side of the panel, you will see like elements visible, and interaction, whatever we saw, like wait until time, all these things was part of that particular section. And I did highlight in the slide as well. So let me open that particular slide. So this is interaction. Like you will see all of them together, but uh, element activity, what to say, the flow control wise, wait for amount of time, wait until date, decision split, are like flow controls. Then update record, and then action subflow, all these things you can also create it like an action is like when you are connecting to something, right? Flow is connected to some other action, something else you're initiating, or something else you're triggering, and subflow is also you're triggering something else. In that case, it is a interaction. Again, this particular environment is going to evolve day by day, but today this is how it is visible, or this is how it is separated out. Maybe in future all club together, but element, if you call element, that is all of them are combined together. But if you want to be more specific, elements means interaction would be a subtopic of it, not an exactly element. See, on the right hand side you see add elements, within that you see interaction, logic, all these things separated out. So that is how element and interaction is different. Okay, then.
I hope that answers your question. Yes, she says thanks. So, yeah, on that note, we will be wrapping up today's session, guys. One quick tip to all of you, do not forget to join us tomorrow and spread a word about the same, because we will be announcing the winners tomorrow. Whosoever has been posting on social media, whosoever was very interactive and like throughout the series, so we will be having some special swags for them. So do not forget to join us tomorrow. Also, I have added all the links in the chat. You can simply just go and find it out. And okay, let me just pin it once again. You can simply just connect with all of us, and do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that we can, I mean, we will be posting all our content there, so you can, uh, get an easy access to it. All right, I see no more questions. Guys, if you have any kind of questions, you can surely reach us out over LinkedIn and Twitter, and we will be happy to help you out. On that note, let's stop recording. Thank you so much,